Good afternoon and welcome to Ashton Gate for our second game of the day. Here are your lineups. A pulsating afternoon of football awaits, I'm sure. Thank you to everyone for your support again this year, much appreciated. This is your co-commentator and organiser Phil George on commentary. All set for the kick-off and away we go. It's the usual annual battle to remember who was what number. As I feature in this game, hopefully that will be a bit quicker than usual. So here is Pete Davis in midfield. Out to Dan Smith on the left, who wins the throw-in. Sadly, a lack of multi-ball efficiency in this game. Smith's ball back to Brandon Mayle, centre-back. Martin Scott finds Alfie Scammell. Now back with Scott. Mayle looking at his options. Scott's touch is heavy though. Redding picks up but can't get past Mayle. Now here's Gasek into Redding. Redding feeds Humphreys. Humphreys with the early shot. Just scuffed it with the outside of his right foot. Goal kick for Harrison Edwards. Taken short to Mayle. Now here's Scammell. Alfie Scammell with a long ball over the top, looking for Hardin. Good battling there from James Scammell up against Nathan Halkyard. Trying to feed Hardin. Vale gets in and clears. Now here's Davis. Scammell flicks on. The offside flag is up for Sam Hardin. Vale to take this free kick, an ever-present on a Team Midstream charity pitch day. Sends it over halfway, headed back by Smith. Scammell into Baker, back to Scammell. Now on to Smith. Scammell continuing his run. Looking for the run of his dad. The channel there. Tiller White just gets enough on it to concede the throw. Davis has the ball nicked off him there by Humphreys. Now Grantham back to Humphreys. Humphreys' ball doesn't find anyone apart from Mayle. Smith can't get the ball under his control. It's a throw into the away team. Tiller White's ball looking cross-field. Finds Robbie Humphreys, first touch of the game. A poor touch. Now here's Scammell. Finds Davis. Davis the ball over the top. And for the run of James Scammell. Tantrums on his toes though. Now Stephen Eckersall loses out to Gasek. Scott nicks in ahead. Crossed into Alfie. No. James Scammell. No. Referee's whistle has gone. Offside flag is up again. Positive start this from the home team though. as you would expect. Mail heads away. Baker underneath it, but loses out to Humphreys. Now here's Richards. Is that a handball? There was a shout for a handball there. It looked like a handball, it wasn't given. Instead, the throw-in is given to the away team. Richards cuts inside. Still going, looking for options. There's Lattimore. I think that was a shot. Gasek picks it up. Cross from Humphreys, cleared by Mark Eckersall. And Humphreys losing out here to Scammell. Chance to break forwards. Scammell's ball in behind, cut out by Vale. Gasek's ball there, too much on it, rolls through to Edwards. There's Martin Scott. Ball looking for Scammell, but headed away by Halkyard. Tiller White now bursting forward from right back. Crossed ball, headed by Mail. Could have left it for the keeper if he'd had the shout. Now here's Smith. Finds Davis. Smith with a nice pass to Mail. Slightly heavy touch. Richards closing down well. Short goal kick taken to Eckersall, and now with Mail. Scrappy play at the moment, not many passes finding their mark. Tiller White's clearance only as far as Baker. Now Scammell into Davis. Davis pass only finds Richards. Now here's Grantham. Closed down well by Eckersall. Now Smith at left back. Harding's ball looking for Eckersall. Might get there. Up against Humphreys. Wins the throw. Is that kept in? Yes, it is just at the byline. Now here's James Scammell. Looking down the line for Scott. Cut out well by Gasek though. Davis loses the ball there, but referee spotted an infringement. Lucky to get away with that one. Mail's free kick. Lucky at the back post there. Scammell was stretching. There was two unmarked at the back post there. Just a bit too much weight on that pass though. Tiller White's ball forward finds header Redding. Grantham trying to find Lattimore, but cleared high into the sky by Scott. Chillerwhite collects and rather unorthodoxly plays it off the head of Harding. Quick goal kick taken to Vale. There's Humphreys with a turn of pace, but poor pass. Cut out by Scammell. Now into the feet of Davis. Tries to turn away from Lattimore, but he's caught on the ball again. Now here's Grantham, looking for the run of Gasek. Scott's ball forward finds Scammell. Now Davis. Vale with plenty of time to clear. Humphreys' ball looking to get Richards away. Caught an interception from Smith. Chillerwhite's ball forwards, but too much on it for Reading. Coming up to 11 minutes gone in this game. Neither team really establishing themselves at the moment. Here's a chance though for James Scammell up against Halkyard. Halkyard does brilliantly there, sliding in, concede the throw, give the away side a chance to regroup. Here's Scammell with a chance to cross, floats it in to the back post, no one there, but here comes Smith to recover the ball. Now Smith crosses, looking for Harding, but headed away by Vale. Now Davis, punched away by Tantrum, and then cleared by Humphreys. Now a chance for the away side to counter-attack. This game suddenly coming to life. Richards now, Mail, flicks the ball up. Oh, he doesn't get it, it's Reading. Reading shoots. And a relatively easy finish in the end. Sean Reading. And against the run of play, really, the away side take the lead. What have the home side got in reply now? Here's James Scammell. Skips away from Humphreys. Now feeds Martin Scott out on the right. Scott crosses but cleared away by Humphreys. Alfie Scammell to take this corner. In swinging. But doesn't clear the first man. Humphreys can smash it away. Brandon Mail sends it back. Looking for Scammell, but cleared by Humphreys. And there's Scott. Into Eckersall, but cleared again. Ball sent back forward again. Comes through to Tantrum. Tantrum sends the ball up to halfway. Eckersall up against Reading. Scott clears away. And here's Davis. Headed away by Halkyard, but now Baker into Harding. Flicks on for Scammell. Vale was alive to that though. Puts it out for a throw-in. Smith to take the throw. Long into the box over Harding's head. Headed away by Halkyard, then by Humphreys. And then Richards clears it away. Reading looking for Grantham, but only finds Mail. Bit of head tennis going on here now. Ball finally back on the ground. Tillywhite bursting away with the ball here, running forwards. Can he get past Eckersall? No, he can't. Great challenge from the number 45. Alfie Scammell looking to release Dad James. Couldn't get the ball under control. It's a throw into the away team. It's the 28 Lattimore to take this throw. Eckersall and Smith with the ball. Smith playing it out to his right instead of going back to the keeper. Now here's Reading on the ball. Reading shapes to shoot from distance. Shoots the shot away now. Saved by the feet of Edwards. Reading again. Finds Grantham. Grantham lays it off to Humphreys, but puts that one comfortably over the bar. Nails ball into the feet of Scammell. Scammell's ball again looking for his dad, and his dad again can't bring it under control. Now here's Lattimore, central midfield. Ball over the top, looking for the runner Grantham, but cut out by Eckersall. Dan Smith can't keep that in. Tillywhite's throw looking for Grantham. Mail clears against Lattimore, and then Smith hooks away. Touched by Humphreys. Finds Gasek. Into Humphreys. Humphreys with a nice layoff to his brother Robbie to cross. Takes a deflection. Bouncing around now with Davis. Tries to clear away but only finds Richards. Richards with a shot from distance. Edwards with a save. Grantham. Offside flag is up. Reprieve there for the home team. Edwards didn't get the ball far enough away from goal. Didn't stand. Here's Smith. Alfie Scammell. Blocked off by Lattimore, but nothing doing. No, it is now. Scammell's free kick. Davis is there. Davis! Offside flag is up. Tantrum got fingertips on it. is Gasek. Looking for Lattimore. Got Baker on his back. Baker wriggles away. Finds Scammell. Scammell's left foot shot. Straight at Darren Tantrum. Easy save in the end. It's Tom Tiller-White's long ball. Looking for Grantham. Ecclesall gets it back to Edwards. Oh, he slices his clearance. Reading with a chance to shoot here. Reading. Saved again by Edwards. Dug himself out of a hole there. Now here's Ecclesall. Gives it away to Richards though. Richards looking for Lattimore. Now plays turned over with Smith. Baker's touch only gives it to Tiller-White. Reading's ball in the channel, but Gasset went the other way. Random Mail clears. Headed on, but offside flag immediately up. High line paying dividends for the away team. Coming up to the halfway point in this first half. Still just a single goal scored. It's Humphrey's ball over the top looking for the runner Gasek, who's going to get there. Played it back looking for Humphreys. It was well marked. Mayall's ball finds Davis. Lattimore on his back, but he turns away nicely. Now feeds Baker. Baker somehow keeps going past Halkyard. Halkyard dives in now. Little bit of afters. Don't think he took too kindly to Nathan Halkyard's dive in for that challenge. Baker certainly rose to that though. But looks like they're friends again now. Referee just having a quiet word with the two players. Reminding them of the occasion. Scammell's free kick dinked over. Headed on there by Baker, but into the arms of Tantrum. Rolls it out quickly to Gasek, who's closed down by Scott, but nice touch past Scott. Ball given away again. Scott's ball finds Harding. Harding scores! And he reminds Tantrum of that fact. Dinked it just over Tantrum's right leg into the back of the net, and from nowhere the home team are level. Now here's Lattimore finding Reading. Reading's ball looking for Richards. Richards chasing it down, but eventually cleared. Davis looking for the ball over the top for James Scammell. Scammell up against Halkyard. Halkyard dives in. Scammell's still there. Lays it back to Baker. Harding. Handball claim there, but Not from that range. Which is better from the home team. Smith's throw finds Scammell. Smith continuing his run. Gets to the byline, crosses low. Harding on his left foot. Still Harding, still Harding. Calls for a penalty. Didn't look much in that. Somehow the ball stayed out of the goal. The Wayside hanging on a bit here at the moment. Shirt ball there from Alfie Scammell. Sees the free kick. Good challenge there from Mail to concede the corner. Taken by Robbie Humphreys. Humphreys ball in. Up goes Gasek, headed away though by Eckersall. Sent back in by Robbie Humphreys. Now Reddin up against Smith, but turned into trouble. Smith clears. Now his Scammell onto Harding. Home side here flooding forward in numbers. Halkard blocks, Harding again, but just gives it to Lattimore. Now the away side's turn to come forwards with Reddin and Gasek. Can he get away from Scott? And Eckersall he can. Cross comes in, Richards is there. Squares it back to Grantham. Grantham! And it's a scuffed goal. But it puts the away side back in front. Here we go, Richards. Grantham tried to do the flick and it just had enough on it to carry it into the back of the net. And advantage is restored 2-1. Mail's long ball forwards, looking for the run of Eckersall. Eckersall's in. Eckersall. Another great save from Tantrum. Cleared by Vale. Could have been an instant response there for the home team. And Lattimore looking for Grantham. Mail sends the ball long again. A header there by Halkyard up against Vale. Now Humphreys onto Gasek. Humphreys has gone down there from that challenge. Eckersall plays on. Humphreys back onto his feet now. Here is Stephen Eckersall. Loses the ball though. Does win the corner. Swinging corner comes in. It's right on the line. I think was it headed out by Halkyard. Behind for another corner. That could have gone straight in there. Alfie Scammell will have a second bite of the cherry. And the ball comes again. Similar position. just went past the post, but the referee's blown for a foul on the keeper. Yeah, a little bit too much physicality in the box there. Bale's free kick short to Tiller White, acres of space. Sends the ball long. Cleared up in the air by Mail. Ball bouncing around but cleared by Eckersall. Tiller White keeps it in, but only finds Baker. Now here's Smith. Davis. Now here's Scott. Eckersall's ball finds James Scammell on the edge. Scammell shoots. Straight again at Tantrum. Gasek's back heel only finds Mail. Now here's Scammell. Scammell's ball over the top looking for the run of Scott, who should get there ahead of Vale and does. Keeps it in, headed out by Halkyard. Now here's Lattimore. Lattimore's long ball is a great one. Looking for the run of Richards. Edwards is aware. And plays the sweeper keeper role well. Now here's Gasek. Now Lattimore. Smith can't keep the ball in. Sends it out for a throw-in. Sends the ball in. Reading's touch was heavy. Now Baker looking for Scammell. Scammell with a nice reverse pass to Harding. He's one-on-one against Vale here. He's looking for his options. Goes to shoot. Still going. Vale. Harding. Oh no. Darren Tantrum will not want to see that one again. James Scammell gets the equaliser. Harding found him. Scammell dug the shot out. Tantrum went to push it away and sort of just brushed it into the back of the net. And we've got a Desmond on. It's 2-2. Humphreys onto Reading. Reading with a shot from distance. Edwards sees that wide. Mail to take this goal kick. All finds Alfie Scammell. Well cut out there by Humphreys. Crowell's ball finds Reading. Cut out well there by Mark Eckersall, sends it long. Looking for James Scammell up against Tiller White. Here's James Scammell with a shot. Just snatched at it. Sent it wide of the post. Another great opportunity goes the way of James Scammell. Vale to take the goal kick. Reading's touch to Lattimore, diving in there. It's Mark Eckersall. Recovers. Now Mail to Baker. Baker's long ball looking for Harding, who had gone well early. Shakes his head, but less than 10 minutes to half time. Mail's long ball forward. Halkyard misses the header. Now here's James Scammell. Got Harding in the box waiting. Scammell cuts inside. Scammell again. Smashes it in off the bar. And takes one of those chances. Second goal of the game. Cut inside. Nathan Halkyard smashed it goalwards off the underside of the bar. Nothing really Tantrum could do about that one. And from nowhere, the home side take the lead, and they're now 3-2 up for the first time in this game. There's Lattimore bursting through the midfield, trying to find Grantham, and Smith decided just to poke that away for a corner rather than take his chances. Richards to take this corner. Options in the box, sends it in. Edwards doesn't come and claim it. None of the away side can get a head on it. And now Smith breaking away from goal. Richards with good chasing back. Now Tiller White. Eckersall dives into the challenge, another robust one. But the referee pulls the play back. Baker and Halkyard embracing after their earlier kerfuffle. Humphreys and Vale over it. Will Vale try one of his long distance specials? Or will it be Humphreys? Humphreys steps up, sends it goalwards, but straight at Harrison Edwards. Edwards takes quickly, but only finds Humphreys, who smashes it back goalwards. But it only ends up going corner flagwards and out for a throw-in. Scott takes it, and Mark Eckersall decides to go for the ultra safe option and heads it behind for a corner. Robbie Humphreys to take, looking for the head of Gasek. Now Richards runs onto it, but Eckersall wins the ball well. Now Gasset back to Tiller White. Tiller White finds Richards. Humphreys into Reading. Poked away by Scott. Now Harding finds Baker. Baker's ball over the top. Scammell up against Halkyard. Scammel's there. Scammell. Offside flag goes up again. Looked a lot closer, that one. 5 minutes to half time. Now here's Reading. Finding Richards. Smith can clear. As Humphrey's ball finds Harding. Just can't quite get the ball under control. Vale looking back to Robbie Humphreys at left back. Humphreys' ball finds Reading. Now Richards. Latimore in a bit of space. Takes one on from distance, but high, wide and handsome. Brandon Mao takes the goal kick. Gassick finds Latimore. Latimore dinks it through to Richards. Richards with a cross to the back post. Looking for Gassick running onto it. Now back to Neil Humphreys. Up against Stephen Eckersall. Gassick tried to flick the header on. The goal kick it is. Vale sends it to halfway. Vale wins it. Now here's Alfie Scammell. Again, Tiller White takes a safe option. Clears behind for a corner. Corner to be taken in swinging. In it comes. Tantrum's up. Just about gathers it at the second attempt. Mail. Oh, that was a powerful shot from short range, but Halkyard straight up. Doesn't want to make a meal of that. Tantrum steps away from Scammell. High press here from the home team. Robbie Humphreys sends the ball over the top looking for Richards. Tries to flick it on now back to Reading. Reading's ball across. Eventually gets to Richards. Latimore finds Grantham. Now Richards. Plays it out to Tiller White. Tiller White's cross is a poor one. And there is the half-time whistle. Referee's watch evidently faster than ours. Enjoy your half-time break. See you shortly for the second half. Welcome back to Ashton Gate for our second half. Hopefully you've enjoyed your half-time refreshments. Back ready for another 45 minutes of pulsating football So the legs will start to go a bit, and until we have an injection of pace and flair from the bench around the hour mark. Until then, let's see what these rejuvenated players can do. Mail clears away, but painfully so. Referee stops play. It's not going to be a drop ball. But a drop ball that's turned into a quick attack here. Here's Humphreys. He gets caught now by Scott. Throw taken. Here's Neil Humphreys. Ball rolls all the way through to Edwards. Edwards sends it long. To throw in to the home team. Dan Smith now looking for James Scammell, but cleared by Tiller White. Smith's throw finds Scammell. Back to Smith. Smith's cross into the box, headed up by Halkyard. And James Scammell will see that out for a corner. Dan Smith's corner. All the way to the back post. Oh, Harding swung a leg at it. Vale had headed away. Humphreys ball to Latimore. Gassett gets a brilliant touch away from Mail. Can he beat Scott to the ball? Scott flying in, brilliant challenge. Great recovery from the veteran. Concedes the corner. To be taken by Robbie Humphreys. Looking for the head of Grantham. Ball's still bouncing around now, cleared by Scott. Chance here for Alfie Scammell. Can he keep that in? He will get there. Crosses early. It's missed. Just about enough on that from Halkyard actually to take that away from James Scammell. Up against Tiller White. Scammell feinting, Scammell shoots. In the end it rolls kindly through to Tantrum. Bowls it out to Richard, who's got a bit of space here. Game a little stretched already. Richards keeps going. Now was looking for Redding, but crucial touch there by Smith. There's Alfie Scammell up against Latimore. Skips away from him well. Now into Davis. Davis with a shot from distance. Easy one for Tantrum to gather. Bowls it out quickly to Robbie Humphreys, and this game is suddenly end to end. 5 minutes into this second half. Humphreys looking for Gasek. Edwards comes to the ball, gets something on it. And the shrug of the shoulders from Gasek there would suggest that it's a goal kick. Brandon Mao to take it. Vale's header finds Tiller-White and back to Tantrum. Humphreys being chased by Scammell. Finds his brother Neil. Turns away nicely from Eckersall. Great ball there looking for Grantham, but Mayo will see that out. There's Scammell. Up against Richards, wins the battle. Sends the ball long, finds his dad James. James has Harding to the left. Harding up against Tiller-White. The whistle blows again. Must have just gone too early. Referee wants that taken from the correct position. Vale takes. Lattimore's touch. And he finds Scammell, now Davis. Now Eckersall in a bit of space. Closed down quickly, but he's still going. Still going. In the end, a great sliding tackle from Vale wins the ball back. And the away side can break. That's a great touch from Humphreys to burst down the left past Scott. Redding's calling for the ball. It's aimed for Redding. It's just maybe a touch too high. Couldn't get anything on it. Back with Richards. Lattimore calling for it on the edge. Lattimore chests down. Scott gets something on it. Now it's Humphreys, but Eckersall wins the ball. Now Davis nearly picks out Mark Eckersall. Ball through as Grantham offside he is. Mayles takes the free kick. Kept in by Smith. Gasek wins the ball back in midfield here. Grantham's gone ahead of him. Instead looks for Redding. Redding now finds Richards. Bit of space to look up. Sends the ball in. Looking for Grantham. Cleared away to the edge. And then further still. Home side looking to break here. Cut out well by Vale though. Now Vale finds Redding. Steps away from Eckersall. Lattimore can't take control of the ball. Here's Scott. Field to Scammell. Scammell out to Smith. Humphreys dives in, but now Smith has the ball. Sends it down the line for James Scammell. Scammell gets to the byline. Does he keep it in? He does, according to the assistant. Now Latimore brings the ball over halfway. He's got options right and left. Finds neither of them, unfortunately. Does Edwards keep that in? He doesn't. The ball does go for a corner. Looks like we're going to have a couple of changes made. Jason Guyton has entered the field of play. Humphreys take the corner after that short delay. And Gassett got the header, but it was over the bar. Now he's Mail. Mail's long ball finds Scammell. Harding going into the edge of the box. Scammell's cross up in the air from Chris Watt, the number 11, on as a sub. Place to Tillowhite, who looks like he's picked up a knock. Foul throw. To be taken by Chris Watt. Now here's Smith. Infield to Harding. Harding and Davis taking the ball off each other. Bouncing around, smashed away by Humphreys. Scott's throw. Mail's ball forward. Halkyard comes and intercepts. He puts it out for a throw in. Sensible decision. Eckersall takes short to Scammell. Scammell up against Humphreys. Eckersall wants it, gets it back. Now Robbie Humphreys sends the ball into midfield to Grantham. Now Latimore. Bursting forward, still going. Latimore looking for the runner Guyton. Doesn't quite have that pace. Now here's Smith. Latimore emerges with the ball though. Still battling with Smith. Now here's Gassett in distance, blocked by Mail. Now with Richards, Gassett wants it. Headed away by Eckersall. Back to Richards on his left foot. Into the capacity crowd, and now we'll go for the remaining substitutions. Always takes a bit of a while to sort out. Always a good time to say thank you to our sponsors. If you haven't checked them out, head to our Facebook page. They'll all be listed there on some of the more recent posts. Grateful for their support, all helps to the amazing total that we raised for charity today of over £4,500. Thank you all for your support. Back underway now. Robbie Humphries heads on. Now to Gasek. Humphries trying to find Gasek again, but James Scammell will collect his defensive duties. Edwards with the clearance, only as far as the number 8, Ewan Morgan. Morgan's shot from distance. It's well wide of the target. Always a good chance to give the legs a rest in these moments. Here's one of the substitutes, the number 16, Matt Davis. Plays it short to Mark Eckersall. And here's James Scammell. Dropped into a deeper midfield role. Looking for the number 20, Charlie Thornton. That's a risky back pass there. And the number 8, Steve Griffiths, nearly stole in there. So 19 minutes gone in this second half. No goals so far. Still 3-2 to the home team. Here's the number 40, Davis. Over the top looking for Thornton. But Watt will get there. Tantrum clears. Over the head of Clark. He leaves it for George, but there's confusion there. Now Morgan nips in. Morgan bursting through midfield. Lays the ball into Guyden. Guyden's shot. Oh! He's pleased with that one. What a great finish. Lobs the keeper. Here it is again. Hits it side-footed on the half volley. He really did guide it on target over the despairing reach of Edwards. And from the most unlikeliest of sources, the game is level 3-3. There is Lattimore. Can they push on now, the away team? Challenged by Scammell there, nothing doing from the referee. Now Davis. Looking for Harding. Now the number 22, Fraser Watt, can bring the ball away, finds Guidon. Matt Davis looking for number 16, Billy Clark. Davis again finds James Scammell, who's quickly closed down, doesn't get the shout by Gasek, who then gets a push in the back for his troubles. Taken quickly for Robbie Humphreys. Humphreys bursts away from Scott. Now Eckersall, nice block. Up against Robbie Humphreys to concede the corner. Robbie Humphreys takes the corner low. Scott can't get there. It's Morgan. Morgan still. Davis clears away. Calm under pressure. Scammell was now released. Thornton up against Vale. Thornton shoots. Deflected. Tantrum just decides to watch that one wide for a corner. Quick counter attack there from the home team. Now the number 8, Steve Griffiths, will take this corner. Sends it in low. Away by Humphreys. Back as far as Matt Davis. Davis' cross. Just too deep. Out for a goal kick. Vale sends the ball long. Picked up by Scammell. Scammell finds George. George's ball is cleared away by John Deedy. Now a great crossfield pass here to Gasek, who'll keep that in. Up against Scott. Was looking for the runner on the edge of the area, but it's cleared away again. There's Gasek to Humphreys, back to Gasek. Acres of space, Gasek squares it to Grantham. And Edwards just tips it round the post. Perhaps an earlier shot there from Grantham, he may have scored. Corner taken by Watt. Missed by Griffiths. Humphreys with his left foot. Cannons off the back of Griffiths for another corner. Humphreys corner. Over the head of Clark. Watt takes it down nicely. Lattimore on the edge. Lattimore shoots. Parried by Edwards. Tucked away by Gasek. Looking for offside. That wasn't given. See again on the replay here. No, he was just in line with the number 10 Scammell as the ball came in. And the away side have turned it around. And they're back in front again. 4-3. One of the home side got left 20 minutes of this game remaining. Ecclesall with a heavy touch. Grantham onto Gassett. Ecclesall recovers well. Davis clears. Only as far as Robbie Humphries though. Inside to Grantham, who's in acres of space. Guidon calling for it at the far post. Grantham's shot was a tame one. Had better options. That's bowled out quickly, and now it's Grantham again. And he gets his second goal of the game. Brilliant finish across the keeper from the edge of the area. Guidon just gets enough on it. Great assist. Grantham across the keeper into the far corner from 18 yards out. And they now have a 2-goal advantage. It's Thornton looking for the runner Davis. Thornton again. Looking for Griffiths. Got a bit early. Offside flag is up. Now here's Gassek. Options further right. Now Lattimore. Intercepted by Scott. Now George. Finds Thornton. Thornton across to Griffiths. Griffiths ball looking for Harding, but headed away by Vale. Back with Thornton now. Cleared again. This game will be end to end now. As the legs get tired, here's Humphries up against Scammell. Humphries trying to get away from him, but Scammell does well to shield the ball there. Humphries has had enough. Scammell's ball cut out by Gassek though. Referee just checking on Robbie Humphries. And the final batch of substitutions. Those who are off for the last 15 minutes come back on. Heading for the last 15 minutes of this game. George to take this throw. They weren't quite ready. George with the 6-7 number on there. If you know, you know. Back to Davis. Davis took too long. It's Halkyard, nice turn away from Griffiths. Ball cleared back. Now there's Vale. Up and under. Looking for Richards. Richards smashes forward looking for Guyden. Smith up against him. And Smith sees that out for a goal kick. And there's Alfie Scammell. Ball forward here looking for Griffiths. Tantrum just gets lucky with that. Just before Griffiths nicks back in again. Referee saw an infringement there. Vale takes the free kick. Brought down by Watt. Up against George. Skips past him easily. Mail smashes the ball into touch. Number 8, Ewan Morgan to take this throw. Nice run there from Richards. Finds him on the chest. Now Baker can clear. Nice bit of quick movement there. Now Griffiths gets ahead of Alcard, shoots early. Comfortable one for Tantrum though. Tantrum just running down a few seconds. Good turn there from Morgan. Now Mail. There's Neil Humphreys. Reading calling for it, but you can't find him. Play turned over now, Alfie Scammell. Looking for the runner, Baker. Baker trying to play the ball through here for Thornton. Shoving the back. And I think the offside flag had already gone up. Vale takes. Glanced on by Morgan, but now Davis finds Scammell. Baker's ball over the top. Alfie Scammell's in here. Scammell races on. Gets a nick off Tantrum. And finishes brilliantly over the despairing dive of Chris Watt. He tried to shoot there. Tantrum fell kindly for him. And he managed to lift the ball over Chris Watt. And now the game's back on again. 5-4. Incredible encounter. Just 10 minutes remain. Who's going to get that winner? Who's going to be a hero? There's Alfie Scammell. Nice ball over the top. Headed up by Watt. Griffiths and Eccles all both going for that. Alfie Scammell to take the throw. Didi with the clearance. Headed back by Davis. And out for a throw-in. Bale finds Halkyard. Halkyard bursting forward but blocked by George. Morgan commits the foul. Thornton takes it too quickly for Scammell. Play on, says the referee. Will they be made to pay for that? No, Reading can't get the ball under his control. And there's Baker, Griffiths. Now here comes Morgan. Does he keep going with the ball? Not quite. Cut out by Smith. Now here's Scammell. Out to Clark. Header by Mail there against Morgan. Now here's George. Finds Baker. Humphreys wins it. Will Watt get there? Yes, he will. Ball back to Reading. Reading turns inside Reading. It's a great sliding challenge there from the number 11, Stephen Eckersall. Won the ball, then collected the man. That'll be a sore one. Actually, the corner has been reversed for a goal kick. Some honesty there from Sean Reading, which has been instantly repaid by the ball being given back to his side. Richards out on the touchline. That ball rolls for a throw-in. Eckersall back to Mail. Now Scammell. And here's Baker. Eckersall again. Griffiths can't get his foot on the ball. Now Mail finds Clark. Clark looking for the run of Thornton. Can he keep this in? He can. It's behind Griffiths. It's Baker. And Vale manages to smash it away. Looked like it had come off of Baker. Confusion reigns at Ashton Gate. And the protests eventually pay off as the goal kick is given. George now to Scammell. Scammell pulls up there as he plays that to Smith. Ball knocked on. Clark chasing this. Get through to Tantrum. Humphreys clears into touch. Smith's throw to Scammell. Still struggling with that injury. No, ball must have gone out from the throw. Not free kick. Taken by Watt, but sent straight back by Scammell. Now Vale. Davis. George sends it long, looking for the head of Griffiths. Didi clears. Now Mail sends the ball long. Griffiths unlucky there. A shot from Neil Thornton. Crucial interception from Vale again. Ball taken away from Morgan by Scammell. Mail now into the feet of George. George steps away from Halkyard, looking for his options. It's a poor ball though, cleared by Didi. Now Richards bursts forward. Homeside having to throw men forward to try and nick that equaliser. Here they come again with Scammell. Plenty of tired legs now. Scammell finds Thornton looking for Clark. Does Watt keep it in? He does. No. Given against him for a corner. Don't think all the ball went out there. And a chance to get everyone in the box for the home team. Just a minute plus stoppage time remaining. Corner taken by Griffiths, and it's poor. Just when the home side needed that quality delivery to try and at least get something on target, it was lacking. The away side will just try and run the clock down now. Reading up against George. Now here's Baker. Through the gap for Thornton. And again the offside flag is up. That was a tight call. Thornton was in one-on-one. Just a single minute of injury time to play here. Val takes the free kick. Griffiths caught out on the ball there. And now Watt can bring it away. Will he run for the corner flag or run for goal? He was going for goal. And there is the full-time whistle. Closely fought game. 5-4 to the away side. Thanks once again for your incredible support. and for sticking with the commentary. We will see you all next year. Enjoy the penalty shootout.